Grosjean makes his pit stop, and they're all pitting, Martin, a little earlier than the teams had predicted.
Something slow here, isn't it? Something horribly slow on this pit stop. Left front won't go on, not another pit stop drama for Haas in Australia. Oh no.
And that is going to cost them.
Haas, the team that's truly embraced being Formula One's plucky underdog. They're like that scrappy kid who shows up to science fair with baking soda volcano, knowing it's not going to win but having a blast anyway. Haas seems to be perpetually caught between let's just survive the season and hey, maybe we could just be competitive this weekend possibly. They're masters of the meme material too, constantly finding themselves in bizarre situations. The infamous, we looked competitive for 3 laps excitement, or the strategic calls that seem to have all the calculation of a coin flip. And yet, you can't help but root for them. They've got greed and they're not afraid to poke fun at themselves, which is refreshing in a sport where everyone else is polishing their image to a mirror shine. But let's be real here, Haas drivers are absolute legends in their own right. These guys endure it all, week in and week out, with cars that act more like pets in need of constant attention. Their commitment is rock solid, and team boss Gunther Steiner, easily the most entertaining character on the grid. The man's master at turning disaster into comedy. It's no wonder he's a Netflix star.
He was a champion in Formula 3, a champion in Formula 2. He announced himself in Formula 1 with a tweet that said he would not be driving for another team. It turned out that he would be driving for McLaren, and he's taking that McLaren to the top step of the podium.
McLaren, a team that has perfected the journey from legendary champions to midfield drama queens, and lately back to genuinely impressive contenders. They've been through every phase imaginable. Icons of the sport, then hilariously lost in the Honda-powered wilderness, and now finally clawing their way back to the top with enough swagger to make everyone pay attention. Their driver lineup is top-notch. And the car actually works these days. Not to mention, they're experts at turning a simple team reveal into a full-on production because McLaren never does anything halfway. They were at the rock bottom a few years ago, struggling just to stay relevant, but now they're back in the game, baby! And let's be honest, seeing that orange car battling at the front again just feels right. Their drivers are on fire too. Well, Lando, we need to talk. Okay. It's like they've taken the classic McLaren legacy and added a fresh, fearless energy. And the best part? Their entire team operates with this quiet, almost smug confidence, like, yeah, we know, we're cool again. Like Donald Trump, you know? And it's true, they are cool again. They're genuinely bringing the fight to the top, one orange car at a time.
And punching the air with delight is Esteban Ocon, who takes his 4th career podium, and he will be joined by his teammate for his 5th career podium. And for the first time in 11 years, Team Enstone have both cars on the podium.
Alpine. Now let's talk about Alpine, aka the dark horse of F1. It's true, okay? Alpine is a team that you might not notice on the track for half the season, and then BAM! A double podium in Brazil, just to remind everyone that yes, they can race. Just to remind, nothing else. Alpines, why am I saying Alpines? Alpines like that band that drops one hit single and then disappears until the next big concert. They have great drivers and a massive budget, but somehow they're settled comfortable into being everyone's favorite dark horse that's not really in the race. But hey, maybe Brazil was a hint of things to come, or maybe they'll just keep up giving us that one shining moment each season that proves yes, they could, if only they wanted to.
Charles Leclerc wins the Monaco Grand Prix to achieve his dream.
We won it! Finally!
Yes! Yes!
Ferrari, the grand old team of Formula One dripping in red and drowning in expectations. They're the proud custodians of motorsport history and legends, And they do everything big, from victories to heartbreak, somehow making every pit stop feel like a scene from Shakespeare in tragedy. Ferrari is the team that could take the fastest car on the grid and somehow turn it into a philosophical experiment on how to lose races in new creative ways. The fans, loyal to the core, you have no idea, or you have the drivers though. Pure talent, I can say. Ferrari drivers are some of the most passionate, dedicated people in the sport, and they've got that anything can happen energy. And let's not forget about the leadership. They're constantly under pressure, carrying the weight of the fastest expectations, and non-stop for checking things, but when Ferrari gets it right, it's magic. Nothing beats the sight of that red car at the front, even if we're all holding our breath, wondering if they'll actually stay there. I'm so sorry for my accent, but how you can see, I'm not an English native, so I kind of forgot of the words.
Looking like you have a problem with the wheel nuts. Stand by. Yep. The engine temp is 136. Yep, we're monitoring.
Oh my god, and finally, Kick Sauber. This team, I have no words. The team that's had more name changes than a witness protection program. First, it was Sauber, then Alfa Romeo, now it's Kick Sauber or something. Maybe I'll talk about RB, Visa Cash App, money, I don't know. I mean, they keep reinventing themselves like it's going to magically get them points, but hey, you can't say that they don't try. They're that team you sort of forget exists until you glance at the bottom of the leaderboard. Their strategy. Consistently striving for not last while somehow managing to get excited over P15 like it's a podium finish. I won't lie, it's very funny to see the teams driving over points. You've got to admire their plucky underdog spirit though. It's almost like they're running a charity for drivers who just need a place to pass time between grid seats. I'm so sorry. Okay, and this was probably the part 1 of F1 teams explained by a girl. If you don't know, hi, I'm a girl. And with all being said, I leave you with this iconic video.